Welcome back to Some Dumb Reading. I'm back here with some dumb person. Wow, that's super funny. I've been holding that in
That
for about 2 months.
that hurt.
Good, I'm glad it hurt.
You know what else hurts? Being killed
Being killed?
by a serial killer.
Whoa, we should read something about that.
Whoa, really? That's a so smart idea, Chase.
We're actually not going to do that. We're going to be reading about Eyeless Jack today, which is another classic creepypasta. And you know what? Let's just jump right into it.
Let's get into
Let's
this.
jump right into it. All right, you know what? I'll start us off.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Mitch. Oh, and also, this one is actually on the Creepypasta Wiki, which I found out Jeff the Killer is on there. We just didn't look hard enough. All right, let's get it going.
Wait, is Mitch going to be narrating this whole thing?
Guess we'll find out. It's
Okay,
been a long
yeah,
time since
sure.
I've read this. All right. Hello, my name is Mitch, and I'm here to tell you guys about an experience I had. Why was that funny?
It sounds like one of those essays you write in school that's like, this is what I did over the summer.
What I did over the summer? Got my kidneys taken. Crazy. I don't know if it was paranormal or whatever stupid words people used to describe supernatural phenomena. No, I'm pretty sure that's the word. But after that thing visited me, I believe in that paranormal trash.
Okay,
now.
he's saying he believes in it, but he's still insulting it. He's like, whatever those stupid, dumb, idiot paranormal believers, I believe in that trash garbage now.
Honestly, I thought this one would be written better, but there's like a comma before now, so it's I believe in that paranormal trash. Now.
Now.
A week after I moved in with my brother Edwin, after my what is so
It's just a
funny?
stupid name.
Yeah, it is. After my house was foreclosed, I finished unpacking. This is such a weird phrasing. Edwin liked the idea of moving in, since we had not seen each other for 10 years. So I was excited, too.
That's like
This
the
guy-
15th comma.
This
in
guy
this paragraph.
overuses commas so much. I'm going to start pausing whenever he uses a comma. I soon fell asleep after I moved in. Dude, there's such weird time skips. Like, you moved in and then I fell asleep. Yeah, that's like a 10-hour process.
Then after the first week of me being asleep, after moving in.
After the first week of sleeping, I heard rustling noises coming from outside at 1 a.m. I thought it was a raccoon, so I ignored it and tried to fall asleep. The next morning, I told Edwin about it, and he agreed.
Headcanon, Eyeless Jack is a raccoon. Because you know how raccoons, they have the black rings around their eyes? In the dark, I think it would make it look like he has no eyes.
That's dumb. The next night, however, I thought I heard my window opening and a loud thump, as if something entered my room. I darted up and looked around my room, but saw nothing. This guy also repeats so many words.
Yeah, I feel like at the part where Eyeless Jack actually shows up, he's like, I thought I felt someone eating my kidneys.
The next morning, Edwin dropped his coffee cup when he saw me. I held up a nearby mirror and I saw myself. I had a large gash in my left cheek.
You know what? I did think that someone attacked me last night, but I didn't have enough
I wasn't
evidence
sure.
for it, you know?
I didn't have evidence. This guy also starts like too many sentences with I, and that's like the most repeated word. However, I thought I heard my window opening in a loud thump, as if something entered my room. I darted up and looked around my room, but I saw nothing. The next morning, Edwin dropped his coffee when he saw me. I held up a nearby mirror and I saw myself.
We should replace every time I is used with the word penis.
No, we're not doing that. After I was rushed to the hospital, my doctor told me that I must have been sleepwalking.
What?
So my cheek's missing. Yeah, obviously.
His cheek's not missing. He's got a scratch.
I thought it said gash. That makes me think it's like a large
Okay.
hole.
I think gash is just like straight line.
I assume it's still like a big...
Well, it doesn't mean it's missing, even if it's a big mark.
My doctor told me I must have been sleepwalking. But then he showed me something that made my blood turn cold. It was the blood coldinator.
Not the coldinator!
Oh my God.
Perry the platypus.
He lifted up my shirt to reveal a sewn-up incision where my kidneys were. Did you not notice that?
How did you not?
Did you get dressed before you came here?
No, he hasn't looked at his stomach since last night, I guess.
I stared into his eyes, mine widening. You don't have to specify that it's yours. You just specified. You somehow lost your left kidney last night.
You somehow lost it. Do you
You were
remember where you
sleepwalking.
last put your kidney?
You were sleepwalking and you tripped on like a sewing needle and stitches.
Your kidney
Must have been an
got
accident. My doctor told me. We don't know how though. Sorry, Mitch.
Sorry, your kidney's just gone, Mitch.
The next night was my breaking point.
Really, your kidney disappearing wasn't the breaking point?
There were literal stitches. Who did that without you noticing?
Not only did they steal your kidney, they stitched it up after. You got woken up with your window open, and you were like, oh, I saw something happen, I guess I'll just go back to sleep. But the kidney removing, you didn't wake up for that?
Around midnight, I woke up to see a truly horrifying sight. I was staring face to face with a creature with a black hoodie and a dark blue mask with no nose or mouth staring down at me.
Is he really surprised about a mask not having nose?
Yeah, that's not like a crazy thing for
Yeah.
the mask not to have a nose or mouth.
He was wearing a hoodie! A hoodie! No!
The thing that scared me most was that it had no eyes.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
very-
easy. I went as Eyeless Jack, like Halloween's ago.
Yeah.
You just put some black mesh behind
And
it.
still, he's wearing a mask. How can you tell that he has no eyes?
Well, it's supposed to be like big gaps in his eyes, but like again, I went as Eyeless Jack. It's
It's
not
pretty
hard
easy
to
to
do.
replicate.
Just empty black sockets. The creature also had some black substance dripping from its sockets. Sockets. Yeah, again, paint. I painted my mask.
Exactly.
I grabbed a camera from a nearby mantle and took a picture.
Really?
And he didn't move.
And he didn't move, he just stood there, he was like...
He posed.
he was like... eh.
Immediately after taking the shot, the creature lunged at me and tried to claw open my chest to get to my lungs. How did you know he was trying to get to your lungs?
Also, he already stitched your... Couldn't he have just taken it when he was stitching your stomach closed?
Yeah.
Why did he have to come back?
Why not kill you the first time? He's obviously bent on killing you this time. It's not like you're gonna live without your lungs.
Why specifically his lungs, though? There's a lot of
He'd
stuff
like to
in your
see
stomach.
organs.
Well, he doesn't know that.
I know, he doesn't know that. I'm telling you, that's why Eyeless Jack is going after his lungs.
Wait, I know, but why did Mitch specify
That's what I'm asking.
Alright.
I stopped it by kicking in the face. As I ran out of my room, I grabbed my wallet.
Your wallet?
I would need the money.
Really?
For what? I ran out of my brother's house into the... You didn't warn him?
Yeah, exactly. A few things. This dude is beaten by a kick. So Eyeless Jack, terrifying, obviously. You know.
Well,
stops
he can
after
also
being-
somehow, like, cut you open, take your kidney, and then surgically, like you're fine in this situation without you noticing. That's pretty scary.
This dude sounds really good at what he does. He should just like
He's
stop.
probably been doing it for a long
If he
time.
becomes a doctor, he could just steal people's organs.
I
and
don't
get them
think
without having-
I don't think they'll let him do that.
He could. No, I'm not saying they'll let him do that. He can like sneak organs, like.
Hey, why are our patients missing their stomach?
Well, there was that doctor that like bleached people's IVs and like no one caught her for like a month. So if he starts eating people's organs.
Yeah, but I feel like checking their IV is less of a noticeable thing than your patient's stomach is missing. I feel like one of you was going to notice.
No, obviously he stitches it back up perfectly fine.
Then you can notice the scar. They're like, why is this scar here? Why is his stomach missing?
You can just say, I don't know.
What's all around your lips, Jack?
He's like a little guilty kid. He's like, no, I didn't eat the organs. And they're like, Jack.
Oh my god, we need to read.
Also, I was gonna mention this before we got on the tangent about doctors. The first thing he does is grab his wallet.
I mean, that's an important thing depending on where it is.
Not
If
even
he went like way out of his way, then maybe not. But that seems like I would grab my wallet.
Well, does he have his phone? He says he has a camera on his mantle. So
I don't think he has a phone. I think he has a Polaroid camera, and I think he has a wallet.
And also his brother's dead, so that's cool. Good.
Unless we missed something, because now he says, I eventually ended up in the woods near Edwin's house and tripped on a rock. So I ran out of my brother's house. I thought they were living together?
Yeah, he lives in Edwin's house. Edwin is his brother, so he ran out of his brother's house.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say we're missing something.
Yeah,
because they've already made too many... I'm not checking. They've already made too many mistakes. I'll give them this one and assume we're in the wrong.
House. Maybe, so he said, I ran out of my brother's house and then I ran to the woods next to Edwin's house. I don't know.
We're stretching.
Yeah.
I fell unconscious and woke up in the hospital. This is after he tripped on a rock.
Oh, okay.
My doctor, the same one who treated me before, entered the room. I have good news and bad news, Mitch. My doctor
really
started.
Casual. Yo, Mitch. No. Good news, bad news.
That's how doctors deliver news, Katie.
I don't think I
The
know
good
what
news
doctors
is that
do.
you had minor injuries and your parents are going to pick you up. I sighed with relief. The bad news is that your brother's been killed by
Oh, really? Really?
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, see, he's being casual there. He's like, your brother's been killed by something. Sorry. Also, if he has parents, why was he living with his brother? And,
He's probably older.
Well, it's been 10 years. Why would they move in together?
Pretty sure they said something earlier about that.
Because
They
they
said
haven't
something
seen
earlier
each
about
other
that.
in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
That's a weird reason.
And obviously...
Good news, you had minor injuries, including your kidneys missing still.
Your kidney's still missing.
Bad news, brother's dead. Maybe you should have warned him.
Maybe you should have warned Mitch. Jesus Christ.
By something. Sorry.
Thing.
My parents took me back to Edwin's house to collect my remaining belongings, which I did. Upon entering my room, I was scared, but remained calm. I grabbed my camera and stopped dead in my tracks. In the hallway leading to my room, I saw Edwin's body and something small lying next to it. Why'd they leave the body?
Yeah.
Why'd they let this kid into the house?
Yeah, this is after they figured out he was dead, so
Yeah,
they
so
just
they know
left
he's
the corpse.
dead. They left the corpse.
This is why they don't know what killed him, because they never searched the area.
They gave up. They were like, we know your brother. We saw it in the window. We never
Yeah,
went
and
in
then we
to
just
check
like
because it was kind of gross.
It was kind of gross. We didn't want to deal with that.
And something small lying next to it. I retrieved it and entered my parents' car, not mentioning Edward's corpse. I'm sure they would know.
Yeah, well, they probably assumed like we did that the police took it, but I guess not.
I looked at the thing I had picked up and nearly vomited. I was holding my stolen, half-eaten kidney with some black substance on it.
Okay, so
how does he know it's
Eyeless Jack
his?
didn't even finish his meal. That's kind of wasteful.
A full plate is not a happy plate.
Yeah,
Jack.
That's not a happy plate, Jack. You know there are many children that would love to have some kidneys to eat. All right.
Okay. Yeah, that sucked. That was pretty bad.
That barely had any Eyeless Jack in it. They can't call it Eyeless Jack when there's.
I'm pretty sure it's about Eyeless Jack.
Well, does he have like a?
Let's see if we can find a comment or two. Let's see what they think. I'm
pretty sure I remember him having an origin story where it shows how.
Oh, there probably is. Every creepypasta.
Oh my god, that's scarier than anything else that's in that story.
Okay, it doesn't seem like we're finding comments anytime soon. So, do you have any final words about Eyeless Jack here?
That was stupid. I hate it, and obviously I don't know what doctors do because of the many mistakes I've made.
I'm guessing that the cops all had their organs taken. That's why Edwin was just left there. Why not take Edwin with you? He's got that's a lot of organs.
Or does he just have a preference for kidneys and lungs?
Well, take his.
I don't know. Maybe
he didn't even finish the Mitch's kidneys.
Yeah, it's so wasteful. I'm sorry, I can't get that full meal. You know how hard it is to get someone's kidneys out and then stitch them back up.
And without them noticing.
And then without them noticing it.
You'd have to find someone who can sleep for an entire week.
He went through that entire process, not even to finish that kid's kidney.
Oh man! And apparently, he found the only person who could fight him, and then didn't even finish the kidney guy. Maybe it was like a respect thing. He was like, finally, a worthy opponent, and have your kidney back.
No one else.
Here's half of your kidney back. You can put it back in yourself.
Sorry, I already took a bite out of it.
Find that one doctor who will just tell you the bad news.
We'll just tell you. Sorry, your kidney has a bite taken out of it, but
Good news, we found your kidney. Bad news, it's half gone. Here, have it.
Here, have this. Just hold it. We're not even gonna put it back in. You just hold the kidney.
Well, why would they put it back in him? It's half eaten.
Oh no! Obviously, I have a bad idea of doctors in my head because I think they can just steal organs and not say good news, bad news. So I don't know.
How does Mitch know it was half eaten? I didn't know it wasn't just him stealing.
Bites out of it.
Bumps in the shape of massive teeth marks. Anyway, any last comment?
I'm surprised he knew that kidney was his.
Yeah,
He wrote his name on it.
Also,
yeah.
Remember, always label your kidneys so that your coworkers don't steal them while you're sleeping for a week.
Exactly.
Warning.